Look, y'all, it's been a while and a minute since I made a post. I'm doing better, a little bit better. I don't know what I got. It's so hard to get transportation to get to the hospital. But, anyways, the reason why I make this post today is because I see so much hate on social media about trans people, especially women who are so gorgeous that they pass for a woman more than most women. But since they're a guy, they get hated on, especially by the black community, which is just ridiculous. It's like, if you don't want to date him, that's one thing. That's your choice. That's your option. But do not go bashing that person because of who they are. You have no right. No one has a right to judge anyone else. You're no better than they are, and they're no better than you are. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all imperfect, and we're all created equally. The only thing that sets us apart is the hate and the bigotry. That's the only thing. Look at other countries that don't have these problems. Japan. Like, yes, there's a little bit of hate and bigotry everywhere, but the United States is one of the biggest countries in the world. And this is why we're going downhill fast. Like, Japan has such a peaceful community because they accepted trans people. The very first transgender acceptance, the first LGBTQ cartoon came from Japan in an anime called Sailor Moon. Don't believe me? Look it up. When it came to America, there was so much hate and bigotry that they went and said Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune were cousins. Couldn't even admit that they were lesbian lovers. That's how bad America is. And now they're claiming that, oh, we're ahead of the time and we accept all people of who they are. No, we don't. We're just closeting it. The only reason why we have legal gay marriage and everything is because of President Obama. That's the only reason why we have any kind of rights for the LGBT community who deserve it. We need to focus on giving everyone equal rights, not just sweeping it under the rug and acting like it's no big deal. Black people get mad at white people because of what happened in the past with slavery and everything, right? But what gives black people the right? What gives us, I'm black and I'm part of the community. I don't condone it or anything, but I'm still a part of this community. What gives us a right to be bigots towards the trans community or racist towards white people? What gives white people the right to be bigots as well and racist? What gives any race a right? There's no right. And the fact that black people are like, oh, we were oppressed and blah, 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 and all this about slavery and everything, and then they go and turn around and treat trans people like that and make fun of them, degrade them because of who they are, because they don't understand what's going on in their mind, are the biggest bunch of hypocrites in the fucking nation. Excuse my language, but y'all are a bunch of hypocrites. And the hypocrisy has got to stop. We gotta love one another for who they are. And then the worst part about it all, if you want to call them this, the closeted black men that are attracted to trans women. But then in front of their homeboys and homegirls and family, because they don't want to portray as gay, or because they think it's wrong, they throw more shade and more hate to counteract that. You're attracted to a trans person. Get over it. Love that person. Why don't you go talk to them? Find out what they're about. Find out about their personality and everything instead of judging them. The day people start doing that and start getting to know an individual for what they are on the inside and not the outside is the day will be that much closer to peace. But you know what? Us as humans are garbage. That's never going to happen. Everyone judges everyone based on the outside and not the inside. No one ever talks to anyone or finds out about anyone. That's why serial killers like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy got away with so because they look like, oh, they were, according to women, cute white people. Oh, they were so attractive and blah, 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 blah. But they didn't know what was on the inside. They judged them based on the outside and trusted these men and then got murdered. Think about that. You judge someone based on the outside without getting to know someone, you're never going to move forward. The minute you start talking to people and having these open communications and learning more about your fellow neighbor, about what's on the inside, and being attracted to what's on the inside more than the outside is when you're going to move ahead in life. So please, let's start an open dialogue on this video. Talk about why you have these phobias of trans people, why you're homophobic. Start the discussion. You know the biggest reason why homophobia is out there? It's because of our parents and our great-grandparents and what we were taught. We were taught to hate. We're not born to hate. We were taught to hate. We were taught to hate what we don't know. Transsexual people, gay people, they're the unknown because of what? Because of the selections of what they took out of the Bible. Jesus never talked about hating gay people or anything. Never. He never said to judge them. If anything, Jesus forgave a prostitute. Think about that story with Mary Magdalene, the prostitute. When he said, let Eve without sin cast the first stone. When prostitution was punishable by death. Everyone dropped their stones because they have sinned. Even Jesus said, I forgive you. And according to the Bible, he's the perfect being that walked this earth, right? That just goes to show you, Christianity and other religions, they don't follow the Bible to a T. They don't follow the loving part. They follow the part that benefits them for the most part. And I'm not saying all religions. I'm not saying all people. Because Bobby Daniel, I'm going to mention him by name, is a hell of a pastor and a really, really good guy. And he teaches at a church, and I hope I get to go to the church someday he teaches at, because he teaches nothing but love and respect for your fellow neighbor. He doesn't turn a sour tongue to the LGBT community. If anything, he supports them. Black people he supports. And he'll be the first one to tell you that even 5 years ago, he wasn't always like this. He had to learn this love. You have to learn this love. And you have to learn not to judge people. And that's what we all need to do, is learn not to judge people. We need to learn to come together. We need to learn to love one another. We need to unite. There'd be so much less poverty, so much less homeless, so much less of hurt and heartache if we learn to love one another and learn to respect one another for who they are. It's already been proven scientifically as well that the human mind and body are two separate things that are born differently. So it's trans people in the inside in their mind, what controls their body and everything, that could be female, and the body could be male. And again, I hear men and other just bigots and even just women and other people, oh, you were born with this genitalia and everything, so that makes you that sex. No, it doesn't. Because again, you're just judging based on the outside. You're not judging what's on the inside. You're not seeing how they feel, their emotions, their mindset, their feelings, who they are, what they are. You're not looking into any of that. You're like, oh, got a penis, must be a man. Ah, who cares what they're thinking or anything? Nope, it's a man. Oh, they're born with a vagina, must be a female. Nope, they're female. Nope, you can't tell me any different. They have a vagina, they're female. Do you see how ignorant that sounds? Your physicality is only not even half of who you are. Your mind, your brain, what you think, what you feel, your emotions, that's who you are. As a person, that is who you are. And don't let anyone tell you differently. So I know this is the holidays, and the reason why I'm going on this rant is because the holidays are a hard time for me and everything too. But I just see more and more hate go around the holidays and what it's supposed to be about. Especially with the LGBTQ community. They're treated horribly by all races, first of all. Especially trans people. They don't get the love that they deserve. They don't get the respect that they deserve. They're human just like us. They're people just like us. And the fact that they're getting hate on from all races, yes, all races, shows that they have it bad, if not worse than what we have. Actually, they had it worse than black people. Think about it. Back in the early 1900s, when we were slaves and everything, any kind of person that came out as trans was killed or beaten, severely beaten. People don't realize the history of that. Like, you couldn't even be yourself back in the day. Now the fact that they're saying, oh, well, we recognize trans people and everything, and we're starting to recognize this, that, and the third. No, you're not. The only president in history that was actually doing something about it was President Obama. He went and legalized marriage for everyone because President Obama realized love is universal. Love doesn't know race. Love doesn't know sex. Love doesn't know gender. Love doesn't know feelings. Love is blind. Love is universal. That's what love is supposed to be. And that's why when you marry someone, unconditional love, it's that same kind of blind love. And until you learn to have that same respect and love for one another and love who they are on the inside, you're gonna live a miserable life. I don't care how much money you have or how rich you are. That doesn't matter. It was in the past with me growing up. It was hard. It was real hard because we were raised Jehovah's Witness. We were raised to, be fearful of what we don't know. We didn't celebrate holidays. Cool. So I never got a Christmas present or anything like that or any kind of love from my family. Hell, I was beaten. I saw the scar on my left arm from where my mom stabbed me. But it was my journey and I don't regret it. And I wouldn't change it for the world because I learned a lot. The way I was born was immaculate. I was supposed to be aborted, but I wasn't. I'm here for a reason. I'm here because I'm here. So again, please, you're not doing it for me. You're not doing it for them. You're not doing it for the LGBTQ community. You're not doing it for the trans community. You're doing this for yourself. Open your arms. Open your heart. Open your mind. Get to know another person. Someone that you might find physically, not to your standards. Go talk to them. Be uncomfortable. Because watch, when you do that, you're gonna surprise the hell out of yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna surprise the hell out of yourself. And you're gonna find out stuff about that person that you might have in common that you would have never known before because you were being a bigot and not trying to get to know that person. That might change your life. It will probably change your life. I'm not even gonna say might. Get to know people. Get to talking to people. It doesn't matter what they look like on the outside. Just go up to them and randomly say hi. I like your shirt. Compliment something about them. Drop their guard. Do an icebreaker. No matter who it is. Because you know what? That person will have knowledge that you would have never gotten from anyone else in the world. Because of your way you're judging people. There are keys to happiness. And one of the keys to true happiness is loving one another unconditionally without judging them for who they are on the outside. That's one of the keys to happiness. So please, after you watch this video, I know it's a long one, leave a comment down below. Let me know your opinion. But most importantly, change your outlook. There's still people I judge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still one of those people, and the trans people are like that too. Everyone's like that. People have people that they judge, but I'm working on it. Everyone's just got to work on it together. And now I learned that I don't care who you are. But if I'm attracted to you, I'm going to ask you out. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to get to know you. Even if I'm not attracted to you, I still want to be your friend. Not everyone's going to be attracted to everyone. But how? If you're attracted to a person, their gender shouldn't matter. What you can't see shouldn't matter. You're attracted to that person for a reason. Get out of your comfort shell. Go talk to that person. Be like, man, be like, wow, you're beautiful. What's your name? Let me get to know you. And if they turn out to be trans, so be it. You're already attracted to them for a reason. Give that person a chance. Talk to them. That might be the love of your life. You just don't know, though. Unless you give that person an opportunity, you just don't know. So stop the hate and give someone a chance. Have a great day, y'all.